Welcome back everyone to another episode of Satisfactory 1.0. I am Andrea Dev, and if you are new here and you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. It does help a lot. Without further ado, let's jump in and get things rolling. Well guys, it's Christmas. Fixmas is finally here, and what do you know? Present unfalling from the sky. This is my first Christmas. It's my first Fixmas, and we need to make the best out of it. But as you can see in here, don't have enough space. Well, that happened. I basically try and got everything sorted so that we can kind of like start with phase 3. Well, actually more than start. Let's see what we can place in. I think I should have everything to complete most of it, except for the adaptive control unit. We're almost there. That was a long clicking. Now we are placing the modular engine, which we are producing kilometer zero basically. They are in here. We have our beautiful factory that it's already capping, I think. It's like we are producing so many. We might eventually have to... Oh, that's my stuff. Yeah, thank you. We might have to just get an extra storage, a dimensional depot in here. But I don't know how much I'm gonna use them just yet. I know they're gonna be useful for other things, but we will see. And yeah, today what are we gonna do? Well, except for basically finishing whatever we can of phase 3, we need to plan the last part of phase 3. There we go. Now we are ready. We need to prepare 100 adaptive control unit. So if we are looking at what's need and required for the adaptive control unit to be built, we have wiring, automate wiring, circuit board, heavy modular frame, which we are producing just in here, and computers. Now, most of all of this gets produced down to the other factory, to the steel side factory. We could decide to get and produce this manually so that we can move to phase 3, or we can waste most of our time just come and picking up this Fixmas tree.
Congratulations, you have found your first Fixmas gift package, which is, naturally, full of gifts, the basic part necessary for most Fixmas seasonal event activities. Don't forget to check the calendar or the man to see what you can do with these gifts. Or do forget, I don't care.
Well, I think that we are gonna get into Christmas Fixmas. And the reason why is that this is a temporary event, and
a baby could have found this.
Well, thank you, Ada. What are we doing with this? So,
do we need that?
Gifts that have inexplicably fallen from the sky or spawned from a Fixmas gift tree, don't question it, they're used to produce Fixmas building part. These gifts are part of the Fixmas event, like the calendar in the hub. Oh well, we are going to the hub. We need to check our calendar now. And we need to check what all the great things we can get. Oh my god,
I'm
this
sure
sound
is useful to someone, somewhere.
This sound's gonna get annoying very, very quick. I already know, I can feel it. Oh, look at this, they're coming with a little parachute. Beautiful. Let's try and go. Alright, chill out. Ada, she's been very positive about it. So unlock this research tree to access this node. How am I gonna unlock it? And do I need to do anything specific? Do I need to just... no? Well, I don't know. I got no idea what am I supposed to do. Let's see if we can get access to smelter. Does smelter have some new recipe? No. I bet that if I look into a constructor though, we might have some extra recipe. No, not even. So how am I going to unlock this Christmas gift thingy-mabobo? To the hub. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Let's start to open the calendar. Okay.
Welcome to Fixmas, an official Fix-It seasonal event, brought to you by official Fix-It Fun engineers. Fixmas is based on a seasonal holiday popular in several cultures and religions, often seen as a winter holiday because no one actually cares about Australasia. The event is vetted to be 100% pioneer-appropriate fun and is not obligatory. Fixmas enables many new distracting activities focused on building the giant Fixmas tree. These activities involve the MAM, the Fixmas calendar, and those abominations falling from the sky. There is more, but I don't care. In the interest of us all, I will tell you that Fixmas has caused stress, lack of focus, general despair, and physical injury to many pioneers. It is the worst scoring event ever created by Fixit, and has gotten backlash for its blatant cultural inappropriateness. So when you inevitably change your mind and decide to disable this event, you will have
You've
chosen
got
humanity
something
and
better
kittens
to
and
do.
puppies. You will have chosen truth and empathy. You will have made me proud.
Alright. Good stuff. Well, helping find a number. What is this? Which number? I don't get it. I don't know what number I'm supposed to... I can see the 15, 17, but... So, do I need to click on it? Are this like a... That's how it works? So this is third... Alright! We got our first ornament trinket. It's beautiful. And... Real question is, now I have 3, but
There is
where
no
is...
escaping the Fixmas spirit with this red ornament build gun trinket. It can be equipped at the lockers in the hub.
Alright, so I'm assuming that at the moment of recording... Ooh, nice. That's plenty of present. Alright, and how are we gonna do this? So, I need to find now the 4. Oh, there you go, I found the 1.
This data cartridge contains the Fixmas MAM tree setup and will need to be fed into the MAM database to unlock its first 2 branches. If this seems convoluted and/or boring, and you wish to quit the event, I will understand.
It is convoluted, but Mama raised no quitter, so we now just have to find the 2 and the 4, I guess. There we go, that's the 2.
It would be such a shame if you accidentally dropped this. Such a shame.
Ada is not happy at all. She is like the Grinch of the festivity. I can't seem to find the number 4. I might just leave it for now and then come back later, because we 100% have better things to do. But I think that for now we need to just come in here and start our Fixmas event. Here we go. I know it. We had to find something somehow. Beautiful. Now we got plenty of stuff.
The purpose of Fixmas is to build and decorate a giant Fixmas tree with style. The Fixmas category has been added to your build menu. Gifts are the basic resource from which many other festive parts are made, like Fixmas branches, which can be crafted in the constructor. In an effort to make this event meet the bare minimum efficiency quotas, I have disabled the ability to craft these resources by hand. Trust me, that glitter got everywhere. You're welcome.
Well, I don't know if I should say thank you or not, but that's what we got at the moment. So, I would say that... ouch, that hurt. I would say that we can 100%
could have found this.
Grab some of these present on our way to produce the adaptive unit control. But is it really an episode if we are not building a factory for this? Okay, I'm done with picking this package. This bell is so obnoxious. I thought I was going to pick all the package around here, but yeah, I'm done with it. So yeah. Let's start by while I'm walking myself to the next factory, because I left the explorator there. I will kind of like guide you guys through the first part of how we're gonna do the adaptive unit control. Actually, before I forgot, I need to go back and get all my stuff, because at the moment, yeah, I don't have anything in my inventory other than present. I might just drop everything in here. I actually have a lot of stuff that I don't need, so let's put back this packaged rocket fuel, because I don't know what to do with it. All of these are coming with me, because well, I need them. I might just get all this computer and everything else to be stored somewhere, because yeah, I don't need all of this stuff on me, to be fair. I even have one nuke obelisk, so I'm actually, I should really start and get this sorted, isn't it? Because, like, I got a lot of stuff that I need to do and solve for. Like this beautiful rifle. Yeah, this is something that I need to unlock very soon. What do I actually need for? Cable and black powder. Easy enough. Let's see if we can get this sorted very quick. I'm gonna go and grab the cable because I don't have any. I do have it in my inventory actually. There we go. And I need black powder. What do I need to build the black powder? Is it just sulfur? I am not able to produce it. Well, it doesn't seem like I can make it into the tool table. Is there anything else that I need to unlock? Very annoyingly. Yeah, in here it doesn't tell you how to do it. So sulfur and black powder. Do I just place a miner on top of a sulfur node to unlock it? Well, like, I do have it in here. It doesn't make any difference. I'm not super sure. I know that there is a sulfur somewhere around the corner. Well, I say around the corner, but it's not very around the corner, is it? And now with the jetpack, super easy. And believe it or not, once we unlock phase 3, we should be able to get all of this beautiful... Oh, look, I have a miner in here. All of these, we're gonna be able to unlock all of these beautiful technology at some point. I do have sulfur in here. Maybe I'm gonna just take it out. Take everything. And how do I... This is very loud. What is missing? So this one is able to produce under 20, but yeah, I got no idea how I'm supposed to... Maybe I need to scan any hard drive and things like this. That feels like more possible. At some point there was a Mercer sphere in here. Is this still the case? Did it respawn? It didn't, or I already picked it up. Alright, I guess that probably a good time now to just skip and arrive directly into the area. I was actually having a thinking, and maybe it's just time. Oh yeah, there is another one. It respawned, because some of these I already picked them up, but they came back. So I kind of like have a little bit of extra Mercer sphere. It was a patch a while back. Let's see if we can trick our little friends in charging us. Oh. Never mind. This is, I guess, a little bit too loud right now. I'm almost absolutely blast out my ear because of this. There we go. That should do it.
Look through the window and witness a thread.
Oh no, not enough space. Let's get rid of, I guess, sulfur.
Harvest.
Harvest. We are harvesting. Chill out.
Witness the deep and sing for us.
I am still unable to initiate communication. How are you doing it?
We composed a resonance song to curb the effigy, tapping into the inner currents. We sacrificed our blood and our temples and let the metal in from the void to eat our flesh.
That's a lot to unpack. How do you tap into these inner currents?
Consume our blood, worship at our altars, curb the melody.
I do not understand.
Flat frequencies paint straight lines. The blood is a teacher. Each altar is a window.
I love that they're having
Processing
a
data.
full conversation. You're just there and hearing it, not being able to do much about it. Oh, yeah. Let's see. What would it be a sensible space for me to jump so I can have a little bit of extra? I guess in here would be great. I usually skip this part, but I did it so many times that it starts to be weird to not show it at least once. Am I gonna be able to reach it? I hope I'm gonna be able to reach it. That's a train. Am I gonna be able to pick it up on the fly? Yeah, hell yeah. Alright, so we are in this area. Why we are in this area? The problem at the moment to get all our resources in one place is that everything it's a little bit everywhere, and despite not having most of the things that we need to, we do have quite some resources spread around that we already are accessing. So we're accessing node, we are producing them in factory, and we really should just get to use them. In here we are producing a whopping 10 computer per minute, which is the entirety of the amount of product we need. Now, am I gonna be able to add another of these manufacturer? I am not at this stage anyway. And I think that this factory was already at level when I start using it. Now, we could potentially have a train station that comes and goes forward. Ooh, a parcel, a package. We could, potentially, but there is a big but. The but is we can't really make up... let me get this to-do list out of the way because we can't do nothing about it right now at least. So ideally what we need is computer, advanced wire, heavy modular frame, and we need manufacturer to produce everything, if I'm not mistaken. So advanced wiring, computer, circuit board, heavy modular frame, and computer. So we are producing part of this on this side. So in here, just in front of us, we are producing circuit board and computer. And then we are producing automate wire in that factory. In that factory down there, we have more than some automated wire produced. Now, we know for a fact that this train in here goes down there and gets filled up. Are we gonna be able to have it filled, dropped everything in here, and then go back and restart the tour? What does that do? It's gonna allow us to have bringing back from the location from our main factory, bringing back all of the heavy modular frame that we are producing, and we literally gonna need all of them. And then we're gonna need obviously the automated wiring, which we're producing in here, computer, and I feel like they changed the recipe because I did some calculation, but it doesn't feel like the same as it was before. So is it automated circuit board, heavy modular frame? Oh no, that's me. If you're wondering where am I looking at the moment, so I'm using satisfactorytool.com, and you could actually create automated factory on there on paper, kind of like trying to understand how much resource do you need. If you want extra, if you have extra resources, you can input them and whatnot. There is, I don't know if you follow it, there is a Total X Clip video. He has a great guide on how to use Satisfactory tool. I advise to go and watch it. But this is the tool that I'm using, and I was a little bit confused because the graph at the moment is a spaghetti. It's everything, it's everywhere at the same time. So as I was saying, we basically need to produce 5 adaptive control unit. We need 5 modular frame, 25 automate wiring, 25 circuit board, and 10 computer, which we do have. Luckily, we do have everything already produced except for, well, the computer. We're not gonna have none in store. So what I'm gonna do is that instead of just everything accessible or directly sent to the station, I might just let it buffer a little bit, and then the overflow it's gonna be able to go. So what it's gonna do is gonna say that whenever we need the computer in storage, we can actually produce them. But in case we do produce more than that, everything else can go to the adaptive factory. At the moment, everything is at capacity, everything at max production, has been power sharded and doubled in production. Actually, I may drop some power shard, which I forgot at the other factory. Great. But yeah, that's gonna happen. So should I build on top of this? It feels like because computer and the circuit board are coming from here, I have all the rights to start and build on top of this factory. And to be fair, it's just gonna be a train station and 5 manufacturer. Yeah, 5 manufacturer. So I think I'm gonna start to go and do it. So I'll see you in a second once the whole first floor is done. I might just leave the underneath part open, and then the idea would be that I have an enclosed factory on top. So it's gonna be a little bit more extra special, but we will see. I'll show you in a second. So one of the problems that I encountered while I was basically trying to understand how much balanced this factory need to be is that I'm not producing enough automated wiring. And at the moment I left a nice panel in here, luckily, producing basically 10 automate wiring per minute. Now the real question is, should I double down? Because the things that I'm missing right now, it's the coal. So wherever I am, I don't have coal. I do have possibly copper and iron on this side, which is closer to my location in here. But other than that, coal is very, very, very far away. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just one way straight in here if I bring it back. On top of that, actually, now that I look at it, I am using most of this coal to generate. One sec. Let me reach the power plant down there. So technically, I will not need a lot of coal from here. I can use some power shard and overclock this miner and grab one of these. Or actually, probably more smart would be getting the coal, extra coal from this one. Is this already? Yep. So why this side, you may ask? I'm happy that you ask, because I already have a conveyor belt that goes that way and brings everything into the encased factory, industrial encased factory. So maybe it's worth for me to just double down on coal. Oh no, I even have this one. How was this one doing? Oh, this one is already at capacity, isn't it? What if I just double down on coal on this machinery in here, and then just the production is splitted by not in a half. I mean, like, if I divide it in half, it's still gonna have the same exact production, the same exact quantity brought to my main factory, but I can merge it down there and double down at least 140. Let's see, what is it? Yeah, if I just need to upgrade the belt to 480. And that should bring me all the coal that I need. Way more, actually, that I need. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do like this. Let me just do this little converge. And I even actually need to go and grab the power shard. Do I have any type of power shard in my inventory? Oh, beautiful. I do have power shard. I don't know why I'm so happy about it. Let me actually get some of this rebar into this. I don't need them. All right, I'm gonna go and try and get the best connection possible that I can do in here. And yeah, we will take it from there. We will see how far we go with all that coal. Because we could produce with a small factory on the other side, just automate wiring. And what else is needed? And yeah, just finally bringing only the modular frame back from the other factory. So instead of having the train coming back empty, we are gonna let him come back with the actual heavy modular frame. So yeah, let's start with connecting these and then producing the wire, and then I'll be back in a second and we will see what we're getting with all those coal. Where are we going? Be right back in a second. Alright, not the most prettiest contraption that I've built, but it does the job, and I upgrade all the belt to Mark IV, which is the last belt that we currently unlocked. I was wondering if I could overclock this other miner, but we are already squeezing all the juice that we can from all of these. So yeah, there's no more after this. I mean, like, there is Mark III. That would be a good upgrade, but yeah, so far we don't have it just yet. Now, what are we gonna do? I have to grab this coal and try and bring it to the factory, or I could build the second floor on top of this factory and then just transport the finished material. I don't know if I'm very happy with all this conveyor belt going everywhere. I wish I was at the drone level. Apparently drone have a small inventory, but they are very good, especially with those with this little factory. For example, this factory, it's gonna require us just to have.
We could have found this.
All right, thank you. Okay. So yeah, with this little contraption, we are not gonna require a lot of material. possibly we're gonna do everything with just even a node of copper and a node of iron ore. But yeah, I need to bring it down there. So I'm gonna start and try and find a way, or maybe I create his own little factory. And yeah, I'll be right back. I'll show you the plan. I'll show you everything. I'm ready. I'm excited. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. So I had, well, I went a little bit extra and I redid the outside of this factory. Sorry about that. But I think it looks way more cooler. I still need to finish the back, but yeah, it was like open, it was like not our main color, which is why right now I'm kind of like fixated with having white factory everywhere. This has a beautiful solarium, whatever it's called, that thing's on top, so we can get into our factory and we will admire these beautiful contraptions that I'll show you in a second. So this conveyor belt passed through on top and through our factory. I would say a little bit more than 150. This is because this is gonna be needing 120. So I'm assuming that everything that once this is kind of like filled, this one is gonna be dividing on top of it. So it's 150. At the moment with what we have, we just need quite a lot of copper, and if we are going to the copper node in a second, whoosh, arriving to our miner, we should be able to basically overclock them, and that should provide 600 per minute. Now this is perfect because I can kind of like overclock both of these. So I'm gonna do the same for this one. Let me just get rid of this because I don't need it. And what's happening in here is that this one was requiring to 240, and we were using 2 miner. Right now I'm just gonna do 480, and possibly I don't need, yeah, I just need to double down, and we now basically have the same output as we had before. So we freed one of these nodes, which is gonna be used with our coal. So I just have to bring the coal down there until here, and this area looks perfect to start a new factory. And there is even a purple snail up there, which I'm gonna be taking very soon. Oh, I don't like this sound. Let's see if we can find this little nest that I know is gonna bug us. I don't know what it is, and it's fine. I will later come back to it. So as I was saying, this area look perfect. I just need to bring back the coal from down there up in here. I don't know just yet how I'm gonna do it, but I might produce everything in here so I can use this little ramp to bring down to that factory the automated wire. And at the moment we have plenty of it. 600 copper is gonna be, well, I'm saying plenty of it, but this is gonna be just enough to make our adaptive control unit. Man, it's a very complicated name. But yeah, this is gonna be just enough to constantly supply our factory with automate wire. So I'm gonna proceed. I'm gonna drop everything that's supposed to be in here. So technically, to produce this part in here, I'm gonna start by getting 20 smelter down and 40 constructor. Man, it's a lot of it. I'm starting to think that maybe in here it's yeah, that should be fine, I guess so. I mean, like this pillar, if this pillar is not in the way, it should be fine. And we also need iron ore, and I do think that we have like one node which is like very close, just in front of us, like in here. Yeah. So basically I could basically repeating myself a million times. I could grab this iron ore, which is pure, so more than enough for what we need to do. Let's see if we have everything. If we would have just a nudge of extra copper ore, we could probably use all of this iron ore and do 30 automate wiring instead of 25. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it like this. We might come back and just double down with our miner. But yeah, I will start to... I need to do some cleanup in here. Everything is everywhere at this point. Look at this. This need to be cleaned, and need to be ported on the other side. So let me do this and I'll be right back. I'll show you how beautiful our new base of factory is. And this is not even the main part. This is just like 1/4 of it, 25%. Yeah, that's right. Just 25% of it. So I'll lay down, I'll start to put at least the smelter and the constructor, and then I'll be right back to show you guys how it's coming along. Okay, before I actually dig into the actual factory, I wanted to show a little bit how I did it. So I placed the Mark II miner in here on the iron node. Technically we need just 112.5 iron ore per minute, but I'm providing like 50%, so 120, so it's kind of like a round number. And I managed to get the conveyor belt for the coal, which is transporting 150 core, and we still, yes, we need 112 core coal per minute. So with this little contraption in here, so elevator through the floor, passing a second layer of conveyor belt, so it's kind of like do the same back and forward. And now I'll start by basically dropping the foundation and start placing a whooping 20 smelter and 40 constructor to arrive where we need to be. So yeah, wish me luck. Good things is this factory is already quite good on its own because I have electricity reaching in here and whatnot. But yeah, it's a little bit of a mess. I'm not enjoying it, so I might end up just doing some cleanup later. And yeah, we will see how it goes. So I'll catch you guys in a second after I place down at least the smelter, or unless I have some problem that I definitely want to share in the video. So yeah, wish me luck, finger crossed. I was roaming around and I found a Mercer sphere just beside my miner, and yeah, no surprise was more welcomed. I mean, like, well, there was some flora and fauna, but we got rid of it. And I was like, yeah, I turned myself and I was like, what is this? And it definitely was like a cave. So yeah, I start to place down the 20 smelter, and that's what it's look like. I will now, I'm thinking that possibly I need way more space for the wire, because I need 40 constructor. And I could push back, but definitely then we're gonna arrive into this thingamabob, or I could make them in line and just continuing, or I go to the second floor. And I leave all of this empty space. It sounds like it's a little bit of a waste, isn't it? Technically, once created this constructor, I'm gonna have to put all of this 40 constructor, divide them in 1,000. That's gonna go, and it's gonna be, so these 40 constructor are gonna produce 1,200 wire, and because of this wire, it's divided between stator and cable. I'm gonna have to produce on one side 1,000 are gonna be dedicated to the cable, and then 200 wire are gonna be dedicated to the stator. So I'm gonna need a little bit more space. Now the coal and the iron are 100% gonna be sent into 2.5 foundry and 4 constructor. I do have the space in here, so I might just start to produce the copper ingot and the steel ingot on this floor, and then move all the output upstairs, because if I move them upstairs, I can expand on that side toward the toxic gas. So I think I'm gonna do like that. I like the idea of not wasting all of this space, and start to producing somewhat the raw material on the first floor, or at least the ingot. So yeah, I'm gonna start with that. Instead of showing you the constructor, I'm gonna show you the entirety of the first setup for producing a whooping 75 steel pipe per minute. Alright, so the first stage is done. We got the smelter, well, receiving the input, but I forgot to set up the type of recipe inside the smelter, but I'll do it in a second. And this is what it's look like. So we got two foundry, which one is overclocked at 1.5 of the speed, so 150%, and the other one it's normal, so they're producing 112 steel ingot per minute, which they are then passed to this fourth constructor, which have a 3.75 ratio, which means that one constructor is producing at 75% of the productivity, producing a whopping 75 pipe. So that's the first bit. Now I'm gonna create a second floor, and I'm gonna lay out my idea as well, because technically we just need 5 assembler once we got the wire, but we still need 40 constructor before that, so that's a long process, but we're getting there. All right, well, that was quite the action. I finished the second floor, and I'm very happy that I didn't choose to do everything all at once, because I would have not have the space for it, because construction are way bigger than smelter. Should have seen that coming, by the way. And kind of like create that little contraption, which is like a glass floor that hold everything. And yeah, that's what 40 constructor, one behind the other, look like. Ow! I was trying to clean up the gas, and I found this little friend, which is like it's like floating power slug. I wanted to pick it up, but it's a shame. I feel like I like it. I like it, this little friend. I'll give her a little name. Let's see, can I pet it? Is there any? There is no emoji. Well, I'm like, yeah, there's nails, there one. So, yeah, that's that. This is what it looks like for the constructor. Now I'm gonna proceed and just try and get everything sorted. I think I need to still assign the product, which means that I'm gonna have to do copy and paste 40 times of the wire recipe. But after this, we should be able to produce on this floor 1200 wire per minute, which is that's a very big number. I'm quite happy that we are arriving to this. And there is a tons of package around in here. I would really start to do some Fixmas things as well, but yeah, not today. Not today. We probably gonna do something, or I'm actually, as a matter of fact, Christmas is coming, so we are in December at the moment, and there is a chance that I'm gonna do some Christmas special, some live streams maybe. I don't know just yet, but I would love for everybody to connect and let me know in the comment if it's something that you guys would like to see. And I think that right now is even a good moment to remember that if you are enjoying the series, you know, be sure to like the video and do subscribe for more content like this. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode of Satisfactory. Easy. So yes, next step I would say is to finish this floor, because after placing everything, I'm gonna have to place more constructor. But I think that I'm gonna bring up the wire and the steel pipe to the next floor, so I can produce cable and stator upstairs, and then assemble everything into automated wire. Technically, I should connect 10 assembler. So yeah. It's still a lot of machinery that need to be connected. Honestly, I placed these in here, but it is absolutely scary and beautiful at the same time. I'm enjoying it so much, and hope you guys are as well. So yeah, without kind of like wasting any more time, I'll make sure to just go and create a second floor. I might create a second floor which is completely transparent, or a frame. I'm not super sure just yet. I'll think about it and see if oh, look at this parcel. Yoink. All right, maybe there's a way to remove her comment every time that we get a parcel. It's like quite annoying, but here he goes. That's Fixmas for you. So all right, let's get things rolling. All right, so I just placed down the 16 constructor, and I will go now and get everything connected. I just wanted to show you a little bit what I did in here. So everything that comes through this floor, it's Actually, no, that's wrong. Because the steel pipe, yes, need to come upstairs. But everything that's in ingot need to stop on this floor. And it needs to be now split in half from this conveyor. I think I did a boo-boo. I hope that everything is gonna be able to fit. Let's see if I manage to have everything connected properly. Be great if I could aim for the elevator. And well, this one is the wrong one. Let's go again. Conveyor splitter. Yep, thank you. Does not like it. Oh, darn it. Well, I might just extend it of one foundation. Really don't want to. It's very annoying. I could also push the elevator hole just in here, like so. And then... And now this should be able to connect. Well, I wish I didn't delete all the floor underneath. I was using like a floor as some sort of way to come up. But yeah, 1 second. Give me 1 minute. Alright, so basically I had to kind of like skew the elevator underneath it because that's the only place that I actually have space. And because I was using some wall mount conveyor, it kind of like make things a little bit easier. Now the only thing left is to connect our 2 line. So this input, and let's see if we can have it straight. Maybe not. It's too much. And like so, connect this other input. Now, as I was saying, everything is gonna be try and produce wire, and after that the output is supposed to go upstairs. So upstairs I'm gonna have my stator and my assembly. Now I realized that I brought this pipe in here, but in reality I need those pipe on the other side of the factory. Don't really want to do any type of spaghetti in here, but I think it's gonna happen. It's inevitable at this point. Unless I actually use this elevator in here and bring all the output from down there on top of the wall and through this elevator in here, which is a possibility as well. That's gonna be a lot, isn't it? Because the 16 cables are gonna receive 1000 wire per minute, and we are not at capacity. We do not have. Not even if we should use 2 conveyor belt Mark 4 to go barely close to it, like 20 resource missing per minute. But then again, we are supposed to upgrade very soon to Mark 5, I think. So is it a problem? Potentially, once I divided those 1000, I can do half and half and then provide every 8. So this first 4 and this first 4, and I don't connect these 2, but instead I place a second elevator in here and I just split the 2 line. So I'm gonna kind of like split the output from 20 constructor, so 20 from one side and 20 from another. Oh boy, I start to have headache. This is a lot of numbers running. And let's see if I can do something. Let's see if I can split this line in here. So because this is still received 20 per side, I technically have already those 2 output down there, and those wire are supposed to come on like forward. So instead of bringing the output from here, I'm gonna just have to move this constructor down there, and so each and every one of these line is technically producing 600. I need 1000. So if I divided in 6 output, which I need a load balancer obviously, but if I divide this output in 6, 2 different 1:6 ratio balancer, I'm going to be able to took out 100 wire per line, and those 100 wire are going to then be fed to the stators. Yeah, I think I'm going to do like this, because technically and mathematically this is the only option for me. I don't really have any other option. I just need to find a decent way to actually bring all of these, because now that I think about it, if I do divide them everything in 500 and 100, I could potentially then merge the 200 from here, but then I don't have space because I have this miner in front of me. Ugh, annoyingly. What if I rotated the miner? Is it gonna give me a little bit of extra space? Or should I just build around it? I just need a couple of foundation. I think that I can fit them. I can probably fit another foundation in here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, right, it's that I will basically split balance everything so that instead of 500, instead of like 1000 and then merge them upstairs, I'm just gonna have two complete separate line, and I'm gonna divide the constructor upstairs in two other line so that they produce 250 each. In here, I'm just gonna take off from each line 100 wire, and then those 200 line, they're gonna be merged together to be able to pass that to the stator. And once I have those 200 wire, I'm just gonna merge my entirety of the pipeline of the steel with the wire, and I should be able to create 25 stator per minute, which is then gonna be fed into 10 assemblers, and at that point we're gonna be able to build 25 per minute automated wiring factory. So hopefully this is gonna work out. I'm gonna go now and slow kind of like calculate my math, but it should turn out, because this setup is producing 1200, which means that each of these lines is going to produce 600. So I'm 100% going to be able to do that. There is some flickering on the cable. I don't know what that is. I just noticed it. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go, and actually I'm gonna show the load balance, so that maybe if, it could be useful to other people out there do the same things and use a little bit of splitters and splitter games to actually have all our factory aligned with numbers. So wish me luck. Alright, before actually moving forward, I want to show this little contraption that I did, and it's basically gonna separate the resource that we need, and this is 1/16 of resource. And what it does, basically it gets first gets all the resources and divide them 50-50. What that does is that it divides these two resources later in this merger in 3 parts, which means that this is gonna be if this is like, for example, I'll do the calculation with what we have in here. In here we have a line that produces 600, so 600 getting in, and 300 and 300 per side are getting out. Now once they arrive to the splitter, they're gonna be remerged up, so just 100 and 100, which means that now the output in here is gonna have 100. These 200 extra are gonna be merged back in here and with an elevator merged down, so that we have 300 from this side plus the 200 from the top. It's gonna be 500, so 100 and 500, which it's 16.67%, if it makes any sense. Okay, maybe this, it's kind of like numerical, it makes a little bit more sense. We have the 100% of the output coming in, and we first divide in 2. And then later on, whatever comes out of there, gonna divide in 3 again. And later we're gonna merge everything. This is why it says like it's 16.67%, because now each output is gonna be able to be calculated based on that percentage. So I did save a blueprint. It's just gonna save me some time even for future, because this calculation, not the first time that I'm doing it. This little contraption. Usually I do it on flat. Today I wanted to experiment with elevators and smart compact setup, and you know what? I absolutely love it. It's great. And yeah, I even did the platform in here. I hope I'm gonna have enough space. If I don't, I'll just gonna push all the resource upward and do the split upward upstairs, which I think it's what's gonna happen. So yeah, give me a second, I'll show you the end result for this load balance, and we can we can progress with our build. Alright, so I managed to finish the first bits. So in here I'm just gonna show very quick what I did. I place the two load balancer and I then later connect the output 100 and 100 that are coming outside from that side. And in here I merged the 500. So this is the line that is going to provide 1000 wire per minute to our cable line of production. Now, what's missing from here? It's I'm gonna have to place 5 assembler in here, and I will have to feed inside the assembler the steel pipe, which I already bring from the other side of the factory. Unfortunately, there is no better method other than me just changing everything, but I'm happy with this. And yeah, and then I'm gonna access the wire to produce the stator. And the last bits of the factory is gonna be us producing the automate wire in 10 assembler, which I don't know if I'm gonna do on this floor or not. We will see. I'll start by placing all the assembler, and later I'm gonna go and move forward to place everything else. Hopefully we're not gonna have no bottleneck, because honestly this factory should work like a Swiss clock. Because every number has been inputted manually and carefully counted for it. So instead of 45 per minute, this has to be 50. It's like a little bit of a waste of a power shard, but it is what it is. And as you can see now, the number are keep coming back. So 16 with 6667%. So as you can see, the number are kind of like rounding up nicely, and I'm very happy about it. Alright, I'll place the assembler down and I'll show you how it looks like. So there it goes. This is everything that I needed to be done. I place these 5 assembler, which are producing 25 stator per minute, which at the moment they're just piling up on pipe and everything, you know. Hopefully we're not going crazy on electricity, because very soon we are gonna need to do some work on our electricity. We need to kind of like improve it a little bit and whatnot. Now, the only thing that's missing right now, it's we need to get all the cable out and all the automate wiring, and all the stator, and merge them into 10 assembler. Now, as you can see from here, 5 fit perfectly, and probably 5 in here as well. But I need to create, probably, most likely, a second floor. What does that mean? Is that mean that I'm gonna probably build on top of this frame a second layer of machinery, or I'll just gonna add an extra frame inside of it, because I think that it's gonna look cool. I think that in my mind it looks cool if we do a second layer inside our floor, but I'm not super sure. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna lay down the foundation very quick and see if this kind of like makes sense, because probably I could build some sort of frame wall, but then it's gonna look ugly unless I make it transparent, which is gonna cost us quite a lot of material. Let's place down this frame. So I might just make it the size, I would say 4. 4 is a good number right now. Maybe, let me see if I can do it nicely. So maybe I can just extend these, and oh, that's not what I wanted. I can just extend these two and build on top of this, because aside from this load balancer that we have in here, there's nothing. So this would kind of make sense that it's like a full wall, and then the wall kind of extend to support our central factory. Yeah, I like the idea. Let's see, what do we have? I don't want just have frame hole, because I use it for the other conveyor belt. It was like a nightmare. Very beautiful to look at, but a nightmare to walk on. This one is gonna require a lot, so I might just place some normal foundation, which is gonna be our final state, so to speak, of how many is it? 6. Well, I should really start to thinking to incorporate. Maybe I can do half. I don't need to do everything. I can do half of the foundation. Was it 3 out of 3? Yeah, I'm gonna do just 3, And let's see where we're going with that. That was alright. That was not too expensive just yet. Alright, I'm gonna just move this wall in here on this other side. And okay, I have these conveyor belt. Do I have anything that I can snap there? So for example, if I have these three like so, can I place actually? I had an idea. I'm gonna place a metal beam in the center like so. So it's is it floating? Yes, it is floating. As I was saying, I'll place these in here like so. So it's kind of like supporting a little bit. It doesn't look quite right though. I don't like it. What happens if I place these in here? Is the conveyor belt going through it? I could potentially pass the conveyor belt inside, to be honest with you guys, because at the end of the day I don't really care that this one, it's because it's unused space anyway, so this should be the center of this piece. I'm not 100% sure. It is absolutely not. It's easy. We're gonna, now that it's builded, they're gonna be able to, come on, this is the center. Oh yeah, this is 100% the center. Let's get this builded, because like, oh, there is something in the middle. Well, there is a wall, but the wall is empty, so you trust me. You know, trust me, I'm an engineer kind of situation. Oh, well, let's place this in the right position, like so. Yep. And get rid of this extra. Well, where did it went? I thought I placed it. Alright, sounds like it did it. So, last part that we are missing now and we are needing is one, bring all the material upstairs. So, stator and cable need to be bring upstairs. How much we're producing? A tons of it. 500 cable per minute, 25 stator per minute, producing a whopping 25 automate wire. So I'll lay down this line of assembler and I'll be right back so we can kind of like admire the beauty of our new factory. And yeah, this is just part of it. This is not even the entirety of it, because the rest is gonna be played on that little platform down there. But yes, let's see if we can delete this, which to me is in excess. And from which direction are we placing? So I could bring the output straight and have the output of this cable line in here and have everything be fed from this side, which I think it's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place a couple of elevator and yeah, that's gonna be cool. I'll start by placing these down and later I'm gonna place the assembler so that we can admire our beautiful is this correct direction? No, this goes the other way around. Perfect. So this goes like this, and this other elevator, it's I'm gonna put it sideways. And I'm telling you why I'm putting it sideways, because this output, it's coming from this way, otherwise it's gonna be, oh, annoyingly this is not gonna be in position, isn't it? All right, well, we can fix that. Now we go back to straight mode and we slap it in. So yeah, this is all, no, I like it. I don't like it. Whoop. Almost deleted the wrong piece. So that's gonna be selected from there, and this is gonna be, I would say, whatever it is in here. And then from here we are going to slap into the elevator. Now, it's not the straightest, but it's definitely better than whatever we had before. And now this one is just gonna be connected from here to here somehow. Yep, like so, it's perfect. And what else? Now stator and cable, everything is going up. Beautiful, beautiful, all things are happening. Let's grab into our blueprint, our assembly array. Let's try and find a more air quote comfortable position, because yeah, that's not ideal. So if we place these in here, everything is gonna be floating, isn't it? But not from here, which means that I probably have to add an extra line, which is not a problem. That should be pretty straightforward. What I'm thinking right now is that Should I add this line in here, or should I add it in the back? No, I'll add it in the center. You know why? Because our factory extends on this right side, so it just makes sense that we have it that way. So we placed the first 3, and well, we need 2 more plus 1. So let's add these, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to walk in here. There we go. This is somewhat added. There we go. One thing that I noticed is that flying manta, whatever that thing is, it does pass through here. So I was wondering, maybe I can jump on top of it. It passes on this side. So there is a high chance that one of these days from this factor, we're gonna do a nice jump and try to, you know, like snatch a little flight around the map. I don't know if I stays on top of that things, it unlocks the places on the map as well. That's another question that probably I'm gonna have to answer at some point. But let me grab everything and let me place everything, and I'll show you how it looks like. So I had a little bottleneck, and I realized that some of my smelter were not connected at all, and some had like a very old belt. So I kind of decided to upgrade to Mark 4 belt, and yeah, never been happier. Now everything starts to be up to speed with production, and now it's slowly gonna start to receive back stators, because well, one reason is that not producing all the ingot that we were supposed to receive, and the conveyor belt was one at the end of the line of the 20, so basically I had like 15 conveyor belt offline. Yeah, not ideal. I was producing basically just 25% of whatever was supposed to be produced. Now everything is connected, and slowly this factory gonna get up to speed. Now I would say that this episode went a lot longer than I was expecting, but the real question is, should we get it going or not? I think that we're gonna leave it for now for this episode. I'm just gonna wrap up this factory, as in I'll literally wrap it up. I'm gonna make it prettier and make it in a possible decent visual shape that can be, you know, like looked from far away and it goes like, oh, that factory does that exact things. And yeah, I think that the only thing that is left at this point, it's trying to understand how we're gonna bring the heavy modular. I mean, like, I have an idea, but I need to make it real, you know, make it happen. And for that, I'm gonna have to use that train station, or I might have to find a node. No, it's gonna be too complicated. It's gonna be too complicated to produce all the cable that the cable. What am I saying? The iron that we need to just produce that. It's gonna be massive. In order for us to produce at speed, I need to produce 10 heavy modular frame per minute, which is gonna require us to have, I think that's like 2k iron. Yeah, 2160 iron and 900 coal per minute, which even if I wanted to, at the moment I got no idea where to pick up. So yeah, that's it. This is oh, I've seen something. This is a floating pole. No. There we go. Much better. Much better. And yes, so I'll close the factory and I'll show you how it looks like. And probably just get the output coming out from there and be pushed down this line and on top of this conveyor belt. Because we're almost there at this point. There is no point for us to kind of like not make it happening. I think that some of these are not connected. Yeah, I need to kind of like review and revise all my mistakes, because at this point I already know that I forgot some conveyor belt here and there. There you go. Nothing was connected. Oh, whoopsie. There we go. Now the input are all connected. It's just missing the output. So there we go. There we go. And there we go. Done and dusted. The real question is, where are we gonna push these output? Which direction are we gonna push it? I don't understand why this is just giving me, it's the bane of my existence today, this conveyor belt. I don't know why, but They just decided, they woke up this morning and they choose violin. Yeah, let me place it in here, because I think that that's where the elevator is gonna go down. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just gonna push it forward. Yeah, probably forward is the best. It's ideal, so that we can kind of like just straight away push it out. What's happening in here? Ooh. Yeah, I need to put it default because straight is just plain lying to me. So let's see, does this go straight down? Yeah, it does. It does, on top of that grid that I built it. All right, give me 1 second and I'll try and build a coverage for this factory, and then I'll show you how it looks like. It's gonna be awesome, I promise. All right, so as you can see, I managed to get the entire factory wrapped up. I had in mind a design in here, but yeah, there was a dead corner, and I think I found a decent solution for this. It could have been way worse, it could have been way uglier. I'm very happy about it. Actually, I'm not still set on this design, but for now it's gonna do. And it took me quite a while, not gonna lie, but I managed to get this entirety of the window. There's a little bit of an overlap, but I don't mind. It's fine, because that's a fake angle. It means that it's not supposed to exist technically. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And then there is the old part down here, which is exposed out, and I love it because it kind of like match everything that our platform is standing on. So this is the factory for automate wiring. What are we missing? Heavy modular framework. But this episode is already too long for my taste, and I really want to keep it short and simple. And I hope that in the future I could just kind of like edit a little bit the entirety of the time lapse. I'm trying to sort out a mod to actually record me placing items. I've seen different people doing it in different ways, so I'll see what I can do and what I can try and make it out. But that's gonna be that's gonna be a wrap for today's episode. So thanks for joining me on our journey of conquering the planet in Satisfactory. I hope you had as much fun watching as I did playing, and do be sure to subscribe for more episodes, and do drop a comment below letting me know what you like to see next. Thanks for watching. Bye.